This video is for all of you guys who are trying to manifest a specific person or call in the love of your life. Instead of trying to manifest them back, manifest your ex back, manifest your soulmate, become the person that everyone wants to manifest. Ask yourself, am I even someone that I would want to manifest? Am I my dream partner? Am I my dream girl? Am I my dream guy? That's really it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Just kidding. But that is really the main point of this video. You need to become someone that you feel like is worthy of being manifested. Because if you don't even see yourself as someone who is worth manifesting, you are moping around in your room all day, obsessing over someone. Why does anyone want to manifest someone who is constantly obsessing over other people? Why does someone want someone who does not even see their worth and value and constantly needs to be reassured, constantly needs to be having attention catered towards them? No one wants to be around that type of heavy energy. People want to be around people who are light and give off a nice vibe, give off a pleasant vibe, give off a vibe that magnetizes and draws them in. And in order for you to do that, you cannot be someone whose life revolves around someone else. When your life revolves around someone else, a specific person, you actually become extremely powerless. You become extremely vulnerable and also desperate, because instead of giving yourself the things that you need, the feelings that you crave the most in other people, the peace, the love, the joy that you want to feel, you were just sitting around waiting for someone else to give that to you, and that person becomes like your idol, your God. They become the source because you see them as this amazing magical being that can give you everything that you want, when in reality it is you that is going to give you everything that you want. When you live your life based off the actions, the words of someone else and relying on them, depending on them to make you feel better, you are actually doing yourself a disservice. You aren't giving yourself the chance or the space to be there for yourself, to work through your own emotions, your own feelings. And you put this huge pressure on this other person to show up for you in a very specific way. And if they can't meet that expectation, then you resent them. And that makes you a very unattractive person. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't matter how attractive you are, but energetically, people can feel your energy. And if you are always expecting other people to do this for you, to do that for you, to show up for you in this way, and you put so much pressure on them to be a specific person, to be a certain way, you unintentionally push them away. I truly believe that your emotions, your triggers, they are your responsibility. They are not your partner's responsibility. They are not your SP, your specific person's responsibility. And thank goodness for that. Thank goodness we get to take responsibility over the way we are feeling, our internal state of being, because now that means we don't have to sit around and wait for someone to spoon feed us, to tell us everything's okay. We can tell ourselves that. We can give ourselves that validation that we so badly crave in someone else. Because when you give yourself your own validation, the world changes for you. Now people are going to start putting you on the pedestal without you not even needing it. Now people are going to start wanting to cater to you and love you, because you are setting yourself up for success by holding yourself to that same standard that you want to be treated. So when you treat yourself the same way that you want other people to treat you, when someone comes in and they give you the bare minimum, they give you less than what you were already giving yourself, that just turns you off, and you won't be attracted to the wrong people and fall into that rabbit hole of trying to change them. Once you learn this skill of mastering how you want to feel internally, your mental state of being, and embodying that, the world, the people, the circumstances, they will respond to your energy. And they will respond to you in a way where you no longer have to overthink things, stress about things, force things to happen. And this is exactly what I teach my one-on-one students. When you are centering someone else it's almost like you suppress yourself. You suppress your own value. You suppress your own worth. Not so much suppress, but you become blind to your own value, because most of your time you were just spending thinking about how valuable this person is, how amazing this person is, and that actually takes away from you seeing the value in yourself and investing that energy back into yourself, which is how you grow your value in relation to other people and get people to perceive you as someone who is valuable. And you are not only suppressing your worth and value, but you are also suppressing your love, your joy, your excitement, your ability to just live life the way that you truly want to be living. That spark that you have for life, it's no longer there, because now you're just thinking about how can this person be there for me? How can this person do this for me? How can this person do that for me? How can they be this way and be that way, instead of thinking about how can I be that way? How can I be my own dream person? How can I be the person that I want to be? When you center someone in your life, the best way that I can describe it from personal experience and from listening to the experience of my clients and other people, it feels like you were chained to them. It really feels like there's this chain between you and this specific person. Everything they say, everything they do, every little action and behavior, you take so personally. It has tremendous impact on you, whatever they do, whatever they say. And it has the ability to make you spiral downwards in a negative loop that just leaves you feeling drenched in this heavy, anxious energy. Their actions have this impact on you, and it's not in an inspiring way, but in a way that keeps you triggered, in a way that keeps you dysregulated, where you cannot even focus on yourself because you were just consumed by your emotions and thoughts of them. So just take a second to imagine how liberating it would be if you were to cut that chain from them. If you were to cut that chain keeping you and your emotions tied to the behaviors of this one person. Imagine the space, the mental, emotional space you would free up within for you to enjoy your life again, for you to go out and pursue the things that you want to do, but you put on pause because you want to wait for this one person. The things that are inspiring to you, pursuing your hobbies, sticking to your schedule without making yourself so available to this one person. Imagine how much your life could change. Think about how much freedom you would have, how liberating it would feel to have 100% control of your own emotions, your own state of being. You'd be sleeping like a baby at night every day, and you'd be waking up feeling as light as a feather because there's nothing weighing you down anymore. You're not lugging this huge suitcase everywhere you go, and in that suitcase is this attachment to that specific person and an attachment to the outcome, and waiting for this person to come in and save you and to give you the validation, to give you the confirmation, when in reality you can drop that heavy ass suitcase and give those things to yourself. So how do you actually decenter them? This partner, this person, this specific person, whoever it is. You need, sounds very basic, sounds very simple, sounds very generic, but it works because you need more self-love. And when I say self-love, what I really mean is self-respect. Self-respect is the core of self-love. Self-love is not just saying feel-good affirmations in the mirror every day when you wake up. It's having self-respect. Someone who deeply respects themselves will not put anyone above them and make an idol out of them, make a god out of them. They will not center their entire life and schedule around this one person, because that's embarrassing. We are not about that here. And if you are watching my video, I do not want you to be like that, because you have so much potential. You have so much potential to be better and to call in so many more fulfilling experiences than to be just sitting around waiting for a text from that guy who can't commit to you. And if you are watching this, then I care about you. I want you to do better because I see the potential in you. I know you can do better. You can do so much better than just sitting around waiting for that guy to text you back who can't even commit to you. When you love yourself truly deep down and have the self-respect for yourself, you are no longer going to be putting other people on a pedestal, because the only reason we put other people on pedestals is because we think that they can give us the love that we lack within ourselves. Yet when you give yourself that love that you are lacking, the need to find it in other people is not going to be as strong, and you are not going to make a God, an idol, a Jesus Christ out of other people and worship them. So don't wait around. Give yourself the love that you are trying to seek in other people. Take yourself out on nice dates if you have to. Learn how to enjoy your own company. Learn how to value your friendships. So many girls I see value their relationships over their friendships, and they end up having no friends. Don't be like that. Friendships can be just as valuable as romantic relationships. If you want people to check in on you and care about you, do that for yourself. Are you even caring about yourself? Do you even check in on yourself? Start doing that with yourself then, if you're wanting other people to do that for you. Check in with how you're feeling throughout the day. What can you do to give yourself a better day? Ask yourself that. These are all little ways that you can show up for yourself and show that you truly care about yourself and love yourself on a deeper level, and not just affirming in the mirror. And it's all little promises that you make to build trust within yourself that lets you feel like you can rely on yourself, lets you feel like you have your own back. You've got your own back. Next, if you want to decenter someone, you will have to know who you are. And what I mean by this is you have to define yourself. You cannot let anyone define you for you. And if you don't know who you are, you need to create an identity for yourself based on what you value in life and what your values are. Because when you don't define yourself, other people are going to step in and take on that job for you. That guy does not text you back. Oh, that means I'm not valuable. That guy does not do this for me. Oh, that means I'm unimportant. I'm unchosen. I always get the worst end of the stick. And that starts to be the identity that you take on for yourself. So if you do not want that to happen, you need to stop letting other people decide who you are. You need to stop giving them that power and give yourself that power to decide who you want to be. These things are very fluid, right? Like personality, I really believe personality is a very fluid thing. It fluctuates, it changes, it has the power and the potential to change. It is not set in stone. It can be set in stone if you have a personality that you really like and want to keep for life. But generally, you can change your identity if you do not like the one that you currently have. So spend some time thinking about, who is it that I actually want to become? What type of person do I want to be? How do I want to carry myself? How do I want to show up for myself and for other people and the world around me? Because when you know who you are, when you know your identity and you hold on to that identity, if it's one that you really like and resonate with, then other people will not have the power to shake you. Not their actions, not their words. And you will stop letting them decide your value, your worth. That's really what happens when you center someone. You give them that power to create your identity for you. Every action, every word means XYZ about you. It means this about you. It means you're worthless. It means you're unloved. It means you're unlovable. It means you're unchosen. It means you're the second option. All these things you take on and you let it become your identity. Because you don't actually know who you are. You don't know who you want to be, and you don't know who you are right now. And eventually, when you let someone decide your identity for long enough, that becomes ingrained in you. You're going to have the belief that you're a nobody. Nobody cares about you. You're a side character that no one wants. And that's ultimately, if you sustain those beliefs and that identity for long enough, that is going to be the reality that you end up experiencing. And maybe you need to experience that reality to learn your lesson. So the takeaway is, don't wait for anyone to make you feel better about yourself, about your worth, about your value, and start giving it to yourself first. You are waiting for someone's validation when you don't realize you can give that to yourself. You have the power to give that to yourself. You have a whole waterfall of creative source within you, but you are not choosing to tap into that. You are choosing to be a vegetable and wait for other people to inject some magic in you when you can give that magic to yourself. And when you give that to yourself, when you make it a habit to give that to yourself, the feelings that you crave to get from someone else, you become so powerful. You become so powerful because no one can control you anymore. Nobody can tell you how to feel. Nobody can tell you who you are because you are already so certain of that. And when you master those things, that's what makes people drawn to you. That's what makes people magnetized to you. You don't need anyone's validation. You don't need anyone to tell you what you're worth, because in your mind and in your body internally, you feel it. And that is enough for you to experience a reality that reflects that back to you. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your biggest takeaways were in the comments. I'd love to have a chat. And yeah, take care. I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy. Bye.